Hi, this is Kath from raisinghappychickens.com, and here we are. This is the end of week 1 in the brooder now, so you can see quite a lot of difference between the start of the week, just post-hatch, and now. The chicks are much livelier. They're coming out from underneath the heat lamp all the time. They're eating nicely from the feeder. There we go. So they were terrified of that when I first put it in a couple of days ago, but they're now very used to it. They're drinking really well out of the brooder bottle caps, which are from the chicken fountain. They really like that, and there are really great points about it. Firstly, that the water stays clean, so there's no problem with the water becoming dirty or the chicks kicking bedding in it. And also there's no possibility when the chicks are very young of them drowning. So that's really good. The other difference is that I've put bedding in here now. So where there used to be some rubber matting plus paper towel from the kitchen, there's now some wood shavings. Now, the reason I keep paper towels down initially is so the chicks get used to knowing what food is, what it looks like and what it smells like. And now they're so used to that there's no problem with them pecking or eating the wood shavings. Initially, when you put wood shavings in, they will peck at them for a short time, just because they're curious and they want to know what they are. But if you go through that process of having food available to them on the floor first, before you put it into a feeder, then they will automatically know to go to the feeder. The other thing I've done with these week-old chicks is just down this corner. This corner gets the sun during the day, and I've put a little plastic box in there, and it's just got some compost in. I can move the camera back a little bit. So it's just an ordinary plastic box with some compost. And earlier in the day, when the sun was out and on that box, they were actually beginning to dust bathe. So even from a very young age, chicks love to dust bathe. It helps keep them clean, it helps keep mites away, and it just feels good. It's like a day at the spa for us. So probably the end of week 1 is a good time to put that in. And you'll see that attached to that is a little branch from a tree that I've just taken, which has dried out from the garden. It's good to try to get chicks to perch from quite a young age. What you don't want is the perch to be too high. If they try to jump up on it and then jump down again, there's a danger at this point, when their bones are still quite weak, of damaging the bone. So just like this, it's about 3 inches from the ground. That's plenty high enough. And they can also, with this one, they can walk on it to get into the dust bathing area. And that's about it. That's all there is for week 1. In week 2, we'll start to see these chicks begin to fly. And they're developing wings already. You can probably see here, this little speckled Sussex chick is already developing wing feathers there. The down's beginning to go. There's another one with the wing feathers developing. And as soon as the wings do start to develop, chicks will try to fly. And what we'll see next week is that they'll begin to try to jump up on that brooder heat lamp. And so the end of today or tomorrow, I'll be putting some more of that rubber non-slip matting on it, so that when they do jump up there, and it's inevitable that they will, they won't slip. Okay, so that's the end of week 1 in the brooder. Again, just make sure that your chicks still have somewhere warm to go. Even if it's still warm outside, at this age, chicks really can't control their temperature very well, so they need somewhere to go. With this heat lamp, it's very easy to raise it, so I'll be raising it a little tomorrow. But make sure they have somewhere warm to go, make sure they have food and water, somewhere to play in and dust bathe, and begin to start giving them a little perch. Apart from that, your chicks will be fine if they're just left alone. They're still at that age where they're quite content to come and go from the heat lamp, and they're entertaining themselves quite nicely. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me. This is Kath Andrews from raisinghappychickens.com, saying bye for now and happy brooding.